McDonald's. McDonald's. Fuck yeah. Gotta get a motherfucking Big Mac. McDonald's has been very, very good to me. Just wanted to do some quick analysis on McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, so what my screen is telling me. So I see all types of colors. So one thing already I can see McDonald's is in FTC from the 4 hour all the way up to the quarter. That's what those orange boxes are saying down there at the bottom. So I'm here on the 2 hour, which is one of my most favorite time frames. And we can see that it's doing a 222 bullish continuation. Right there at the top is telling us that. What we got here? This MACD with the pretty colors down there is all green and bullish to the upside, momentum to the upside. And then actually here on the chart, let's scroll to the left. Scroll to the left and see what you see on the screen here. You see those red and green triangles? Those are my zones. So the red one is resistance or ceiling, where you can see price action kind of rejecting. To the left, it's rejecting. Then it pops all the way down to that green zone, which is my support zone. And so it's kind of ping-ponging in between those two areas until this point over here, which I have clipped over on the right, where you can see that green candle breaking through the red zone. I call that disrespect. So it's disrespecting the red zone and not respecting it as resistance anymore. And breaking out of that red zone, coming back into the red zone. Now this red zone here that I've highlighted right there at the top is now being used as support. So let's copy this, and we can paste it if I know what I'm doing. I guess I do not. I guess you can't easily copy and paste on the phone, but let's go ahead, do another range there. So now this is basically the same zone that price action is moving back into. And I wish I had my screen scrolled over further so I could really create this. Let's move that over there. So this is the same zone that price is coming back, and now it's treating it as support. So go ahead and change that to support. So now it's treating that as support, and then here we have several touches at this action or this level that it is now. So I see that as resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and put that resistance on there. Up here at the top here, you see there's been several times where it's been kind of visiting this area, using it as a ceiling. And currently it's right there at that level trying to break through. So that's a ceiling. We'll go ahead and change the color to reflect that as resistance. It's a resistance zone. And then what we have here, we see price ping-ponging in between these two areas of resistance and support. And that's where you get the sex box action. So sex box action is basically price consolidation or price ranging or price ping-ponging between, significant zones, levels, however you want to see it. So right here is where I would draw my sex box, and basically we'll be waiting on McDonald's to break strongly from that sex box, which it is currently trying to do. So let's go ahead and draw a sex box, which is basically a box around that support and resistance that we just made right there. So that's the sex box. We'll go ahead and change the color of that so it's more easy to see. I'm not understanding why it won't let me. Go ahead and change the color on the sex box. So it's now that pretty purple with the support and resistance there. So now we're just waiting for strong breakout of the sex box, which it is doing. 2 hours. You can have a strat entry based on the strat. Now that we have confirmation that it's breaking out of the sex box, it has the momentum, it has the FTC, and it has the sex box break. We could use the 2 hour to set potential entry for calls using a strat entry around there. If we want a more aggressive entry, we could go down time frame. Let's say the 1 hour. 1 hour still corresponds to the 2 hour trigger. Going down even further. Let's say the 30-minute. It seems like the 30-minute also corresponds to the 2 hour trigger. I believe if this is, I think let me see. Let me just make sure that the chart is changing because it's like not, okay, yes, the chart is changing. So yeah, that entry at 25, basically 2260, $260 on McDonald's looks nice. Just with everything that we just analyzed there. And that would be the strat 2-2 up continuation entry on McDonald's there. Going back to the 2 hour on McDonald's. And we got that there, that 260 strat entry for the 2-2 up continuation. Another 2-2, adding another 2 to the 2-2. Adding another 2 to the 2-2-2. Bullish continuation there on the 2 hour. McDonald's. I gotta get a motherfucking Big Mac.